Hello and welcome. I am Gek and this is Tactical Tuesday, a show match on Conquest map. I am joined by Tartantyco.
Hi there.
And yeah, we're going to cast this match between FSQ and WhiteFOX, or Finnish squad and WhiteFOX, and it is OP First Light Conquest version 1. It's sort of a show match, I've been told, to show off Conquest maps in general. So I'm assuming there's going to be some pretty gnarly play here, just to show people either how to play Conquest maps or sort of how they're viable. And we are live. And it is FSQ and WhiteFOX, and I'm assuming they're both going to bring their A game today. And FSQ sure are taking off from main. And yeah, so for those of you not familiar with the Conquest sort of setup, it is basically like the traditional squad setup, only there is no sequence of capture on the flags. You can capture any flag at any time. And other than that, sort of the normal capture rules apply. When a flag is uncaptured or neutral, you only need one person more than the enemy on flag to capture. And when it is captured, you need 3 people more than the enemy to make it neutral, sort of. So
Yeah, and in comparison to AES, if in public play, people usually sit on the flags in Conquest if they've just played AES before. And
yeah,
that's not the way to go, and we'll see how
absolutely not the way to
the
go. And it's like, whenever I've seen this, sort of the thing that strikes me as being an obvious strategy is to split up a lot into groups of 3, like have just tons of groups of 3 and go for all the flags all the time and try and sort of, I don't know how well it will work because I've hardly played Conquest because it just doesn't, I don't know. I've never liked it all that much, but I do see WhiteFOX not playing that strategy. They've got a full squad here and what appears to be a BTR on, what is that? That's Bravo. And then we have FSQ sending a small contingent out to Charlie, and there's a few guys on Alpha, which is sort of the blue house, I guess you could call it. Man, I don't like when flags are named like this. It's not descriptive to me. I just don't feel like people will know what I'm talking about. But here we go. FSQ now, sort of pushing up from the south side, and this is an ideal map for a Conquest game mode as well because the sides are so. It's a very wide map, so you've got a lot of room to flank around the sides here, and that sort of gives you really big openings, and FSQ are using that to its fullest potential because they are way up on the northeast side as well as flanking on the west side right now.
Yeah, and I think WhiteFOX has the superior deployment of the forces, whereas FSQ has a lot of guys bunched up down on the southern flank. And they don't have a lot of people on the flank except Squad 2 up in the northwest. And WhiteFOX has a much more wider front line, so they can more easily stop any small squads from getting through to their flanks.
Yeah, but I mean, there are still holes. It's not. I don't think it's easy to flank through everywhere, but I can. I could see people flanking around towards Castle there, and Castle's relatively empty. With Banana Split, BST, and BIJ on that flag. They do have reinforcements close-ish, but they're not right on top of them. And right now, the engagement here on Charlie, the central flag, the one I'm looking down at right now, let's actually just bring up that little orb. There are a lot of FSQ. Yeah, it isn't, but I mean, it's not that bad. Right now, it is a 3v3 sort of on that flag. And now a 2v3. FSQ is actually up, and they've got 2 guys completely uninjured.
Yeah, they had more people on the attack there, so they're...
Yeah, and Kenny T goes down as well, so now it's a 2v3, and 4 with Steibel coming in as well. So this is actually not looking too bad for FSQ. Their supply lines is shorter, I feel. Where is the Hab? Yeah, they have it Hab very close to sort of the front lines there. And that's going to allow them to basically be more people on flag continuously. Kvist, though, taking out Macross there.
FSQ is flanking the Bravo North Village flag as well here now. Just 3 people. But they
Yeah.
have all 5 more down south of the flag as well, so that might be.
Yeah, so they're coming in. They're basically crushing this flag between them, and that's going to be pretty decent. We do see a large contingent of FSQ coming in on the south side here. They've been spotted now, though. Save Energy and Sani in the BTR here, putting some fire down south.
Yeah, do they have any light AT with them up there?
If we have any,
Gonna go check light AT with the
well, with Jusu and
northwest. Yeah, I
Putiku,
don't see
yeah,
anybody
Jesse,
with it.
no. That would be the ideal position. This isn't an extremely easy vehicle map per se, just because of all this foliage is blocking the view for literally everyone, and you also see
WhiteFOX is reinforced Charlie now. Looks like they're gonna retain control of that flag.
yeah, but it is remaining neutral for the moment, and I do see, like, just looking at it right now, I would give FSQ the advantage simply because they're actually attacking, and WhiteFOX is very, very passive right now. FSQ are attacking every flag they are not in control of, and if you look at sort of the two US-controlled flags, they are not under attack, and they are very, very sparsely defended. And I mean, I'm all for holding that line and stopping those flanks, but when those flanks are through, you are going to be in trouble right now. Oh, they captured Charlie. So WhiteFOX captured Charlie right now. So they are in control of that central flag, but they are under heavy attack on both of their other flags. And the central flag is going to be under continuous attack simply because the hab is so close. However, WhiteFOX are pushing that hab quite well right now.
And I think one of the important thing on Conquest is that you need to have a lot of intelligence about enemy movement, so that you can effectively deploy your forces. So for instance, upper in Alpha now, FSQ was able to move in on that flag. I think, yeah, they're going to take that. And they were able to move it on there because WhiteFOX didn't have anybody on that extreme west flank. Just vehicles or anything like that.
Yeah, they did not know. And but right now, I do see like Kolk and Juice, as well as Jude Muppet. Like if all three of them get on flag, and they need to do it quick because there are habs and rally points close by right now. Kenny T and Banana or Banani Split, there we go, are coming in. So I mean, right now they're capping, but with a WhiteFOX force, just if they just turn around and come for them. But then again, then they are. If they send too many people up there, then they will leave Charlie open to attack. So right now, we see a situation where WhiteFOX is trying to put out fires, and FSQ are just starting them all over. And they're even quite well established on, what is this, Bravo? Yeah, that's Bravo. Or train station, I guess. Train village. I mean, they're not capping yet. Yeah, Railroad Village. And they're not capping yet, but they're not far off. It is heavy attack, and they got to send reinforcements there too. So they're stretched thin right now, WhiteFOX. But it looks like they're stopping what is happening over here, aren't they? It should be stopped because there's only Megas left, but he did attract, what is this, a full squad of guys from WhiteFOX. And just the fact that you're distracting that many people is going to at least save this hab down here. Sneak, Anquist, and Jaxo are very, very close on that hab. And that is extremely unfortunate for FSQ. And they're actually taking quite a bit of time just to get back on their feet from that, which will allow WhiteFOX to basically retain Charlie.
That hab position down south of Charlie for FSQ might be hard because it's just on the bottom of that hill there, and they have a lot of obstructions to get out, but the only way out is to open Charlie.
Yeah, not only that, but it's sort of like it is very, very close to Charlie, so they can still sort of be in a defensive position for Charlie and still attack that hab. So it's a little close, it's a little dangerous, which is like if you're winning, it is superb hab, but if you're losing, it is a devastatingly poor positioned hab. So I mean,
And that placement kind of forces them to go up on that hill and just attack straight north towards the
yeah,
flag.
as
Whereas if
well.
you had it maybe 100, 200 meters further south or south west of that position, you would
Yeah.
easily be able to just move people on the flanks more easily and then attack from more directions. Now they're going to be a lot harder to attack because they're all going to be attacking from the same direction all the time, and that's going to be predictable.
Yeah, it is, as well as sort of you are sort of forced into that hill to the what is that, west, simply because if you go east, you're in the open. If you go south, you're in the open. If you go direct north, yeah, you've kind of got to go east as long as the hab is under attack. You've got to just face your enemies head on, which isn't always ideal. FSQ though still attacking quite heavily on Bravo. And the attack on Alpha is gone, but right now WhiteFOX still not really attacking. But they are dominating the flags. They are absolutely doing that. They have...
They hold those 3 flags, they're going to be fine. But
they are absolutely going to be fine. But, I mean, it's... I mean, they're going to bleed tickets for FSQ, absolutely. But you've got to... It's sort of like a slow game, right? You've got to be sure you can hold those 3 flags, because if they lose one of them, it is a slippery slope before you're sort of on the back foot. I mean, you don't own, like, you never want to just win. I want to win hard when I win, so I'm sure I'm winning. I don't want to be like, well, maybe this is going to go my way. That's not a sure way to win often.
Now FSQ's got a hab up in the northwest corner there. I think they built it a little bit too close to their fob. They could have built it a lot closer to Alpha.
Yeah, absolutely. But
faster reinforcements. But
yeah, but I mean, there's 2 schools of thought on that as well, where you want the hab close to the FOB, because if they find the FOB, it's easier for you to defend it. But I mean, I agree with you. I prefer having the hab further away from the FOB. Ooh, BIJ here actually on the north flank, and if he continues in the way he's going to go right for the hab and FOB. And I doubt he's been spotted. Oh, but he's turning around. He's going south.
Yeah, yes. He might have spotted the squad there. He might take out the rally point as well.
Yeah, but Kolk is moving north, going to spot him or be spotted by him. Yeah, he's going to be spotted. And that's going to alert the rest of the team. And I believe that should possibly save the rally point. Let's quickly have a look at the map. Yeah, so now FSQ have flanked Charlie a little bit, but they're still heavily undermanned there. And Bravo as well, they're not really on top of their game right there either.
But this small attack by BJ here on his own is going to keep this squad occupied for a minute or 2 up here.
Yeah.
Keep them off the flag, and this is why a lot of like smaller squads can be useful in this stuff, because you can just tie up a lot of people with 1 or 2 people.
Absolutely.
And then they just need to secure the area and stuff.
But that's sort of what we see. That's what this squad is trying to do, because they're big enough to contest this flag on the north and open that up to attack here. And then WhiteFOX will need to turn around and reinforce it, and that's going to open Charlie up. So we're looking at sort of it's like a 2-pronged attack. I don't think they're actually assuming they're going to get Alpha up in the north. I think they just want to make WhiteFOX go there, so to open up Charlie. And right now, though, WhiteFOX don't even need to go there to be open on Charlie, because FSQ are outnumbering them here right now.
Yeah, I think
they might have overreacted a little bit on Bravo.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Yeah, it's a very, very precarious balance here of having basically putting people in the right position here. It's all about it could all be about one person in the wrong place, sort of, in this game mode. And right now, FSQ are pushing in very, very hard on Charlie here. A whole bunch of them. It's like, what? 1.5 squads versus 3, 4, 5 in the vicinity of flag right now. And Kenny T going down. So now, oh, and that squad that was flanking as well, they've gone sort of south-ish to, looks like assist Charlie from a different flank.
Yeah, but Colk's still up to the north there, probably doing some scouting or doing some baking up there.
Yeah, I see him up there. He could be, or he could just be sort of wanting to attack or look for FOBs or any kind of thing. And right now, WhiteFOX are coming in force, and it's all about FSQ now to sort of stop this advance without losing too many people. And right now, it is not looking great. I feel like WhiteFOX are doing really, really well with their explosives because I see a lot of damaged soldiers. Oh, and Filth going down. Rullis going down. Kvist really doing well here. He's killed a bunch of people on this flank. And right now,
FSQ's reduced to 4 people there now.
yeah,
5?
1, 2,
So
3,
they
4,
have that
5, 6,
squad
7, 8,
on the
9.
west, though.
9 corpses just laying around here. Yeah, so they basically killed a whole squad, and now it's sort of the half squad left. And
that's what happens when you have the FSQ pushed up here with a concentrated force onto Charlie, but then they were all in that one small area, whereas WhiteFOX had people on the flanks who were able to attack from.
Yeah, and softening them up with the grenades as well from the start. And you do see WhiteFOX are also employing this sort of a few guys on the flank kind of tactics here. We do see Sneak and always on the flank there, putting fire down on the reinforcements and slowing them down quite a bit. And he actually took out 2 guys before sort of the force could even get here. And they've got more. And now Babylon as well, trying to go for, what is this, Echo? Yeah, Echo on the south here. And Screech is here as well. So they're now sort of starting to come around. I feel this is not the first attack I've seen from WhiteFOX, but they're not really. Ooh, and they've neutralized. So U.S. Army now neutralizing, and this is pretty big. I see WhiteFOX coming in here now with another huge wave. And look, they've completely abandoned defense on Alpha as well. So, but there's no rally really close to it for FSQ. I see them sending a few guys up there now, but. So this wave right now has to crush whatever FSQ have up here. And if they can do that, they can sort of take this, but I don't know. We'll have to see. FSQ did manage to withstand the other wave, but this is a huge, huge wave. And and they basically given their 2 other flags bare bones defense yet again. So they've got all their forces except for maybe 5 guys on Charlie here coming in, and that is, I think, going to be enough.
Yeah, they have a wide front here as well again, so they have those that flanking advantage.
Yeah. If you break through on the west or east side, they are just going to swing around and hit the center from the left or right. And that is a very, very strong kind of attack, and they're just out-manning anyone. Look at this on the west side here. Stribal all alone versus, what is this, a full squad just closing in on him.
I predict he's going to die.
I do predict he's going to die as well, but Stribal is not to be messed with, but my goodness, 1 grenade there, and you could have taken out a bunch of people. And now, however, I believe Stribal will be able to, or Stibel will be able to tell his boys that the entire Russian team is coming in from the west side. But it's going to be, I mean, too late. Too little too late right now. Only 3 guys from FSQ left here. And they have people on their east and west flanks. But, I mean, I think they're still remaining control of this flag. It is 3 FSQ versus only 2 WhiteFOX actually on flag. So they should still be capturing. And now with 4, And you do see here, you see the west flank as well for WhiteFOX. I think they want to come all the way around and take out this hab. I think they want to sort of do the double attack.
Yeah, Sneaker is sneaking down there.
Yeah, and it is a tricky situation because the flag is very, very close to capping.
Struble spotted them, got killed, so he knows they're down there at least.
Yeah, Stibel there. And but I mean, it is very, very risky just because they don't actually. Oh no, they do. They do have Banani Split, K, and a few others, but they're very, very localized. One grenade down there could take out a whole bunch. But they are down there just freezing this cap, I assume. Oh, and that GL so close, hitting the tree. But if you could get one more GL down there, and now they're splitting up. Thank God he moved. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and now WhiteFOX are pushing in, but where are the reinforcements? The reinforcements. Oh my goodness, look at this. Save energy, and Sani here taking 2 hits immediately. They killed Filth, but Kata is still alive, but all those trees, yeah, that's not going to do it. And now FSQ...
I'm not sure using... Oh, let's see if they have lighted up there. But I'm not sure if using vehicles on this map, at least this kind of value vehicle is really cost effective.
I don't... Yeah, I mean, you could position it somewhere to hold an area, and I could see the value in that just because it's area denial. But... yeah, and this thing is looking like it might go down. Kolk, is he LAT? I've seen him play LAT before, but I don't think he is this time. He is not. So this vehicle looking like it's going to survive that. And Charlie is going to go back to WhiteFOX. And look at WhiteFOX now with BIJ, Sneakan, and BST very, very close to that hab. Sneakan now pushing in, actually. But there's so many guys in there, and he's going to run out of ammunition soon enough. But, man, they are super duper close, and they're going to wreak havoc on the respawns here and just give loads and loads of time for the rest of WhiteFOX to get in close on this hab and get it all the way down. Stibel now kills BIJ, but with BST and
really gave them a jump in the tickets there, because they were like 40 tickets. 30 tickets between them, now they're 60. 50 tickets between them.
Yeah. Let's quickly have a look at the kills, and it's not really that bad. It's 78 to 101, so it's about a 1.2 kill death ratio for WhiteFOX here. Not really dominating all that much.
But before that fob rush there, they were like 7 kills difference between them.
Yeah. So
that really paid off, that attack there.
It did pay off. Opidal now goes down, and now Ajaxo can hold this hab if he wants to, and this hab I think is lost with all the kills here, which will now be counted as kills and not just well, I guess they're counted as kills unless revived, so they're already kills.
This is where Conquest mode can have a significant effect, because now FSQ still has that fob up in northwest, and they're all spawning in there, so we're going to have a strong push up there now. Yeah,
and that could mean now with a lot of WhiteFOX out of position in the south here, you see them just gathering very unnecessarily around that hab and overextending, and now FSQ are coming in and just going for the revenge here on that flag. Obviously, WhiteFOX are going to hold... retain control of Charlie, which they aren't capping because everyone has left it. Now Marksman comes in, well, soon. I don't think he's in yet, so now they should be capping it back, but they actually delayed that quite a bit. I'm not saying that was because it doesn't really matter right there, but man. And they actually...
and that BTR is driving straight up towards those.
But yeah, but they're kind of out of position for it. It's just coming in too fast. 1 hit though, and that's gonna 2 hits. Oh, you are in trouble if you're turning around now. You've got to continue, man. You cannot turn around. He realizes that was super close, and now he's got to take a very, very precarious and careful route to get back home. And that, Yeah, he should be safe, but he still has to take a very convoluted route, and that's going to put that BTR out of commission for a long time right now, unless he decides to risk it. And now FSQ coming in full steam, and that was actually really, really good for them, just putting that BTR, making that headache go away for a while. And Kenny T here just double tapping that Humvee that's been dead for 10 minutes. Oh, and they are actually, now after digging down the hab, they're going for the FOB, and there is a defense force here taking them out, and it is a very small force. Sneakan, Pliskin, and Ajaxo. Pliskin and Sneakan now down. And Ajaxo is down as well, so now either they're going to, I think they're removing, I think Oppital. Yeah, Oppital is
the only option right here.
No, he's just looking at it. So, yeah, it has been detected as well with the Russians next to it, but it is absolutely the only option. But right now, FSQ dominant on Alpha. And they're still shooting at that I mean, it is clearly
while
destroyed.
WhiteFOX has taken the tab out and stuff, they still don't only have 3 flags. So if they lose this flag, they FSQ will have 3 flags. They haven't pushed on Delta Echo from this attack on the hab, so they're pretty even despite losing the hab.
Yeah. And now a big wave coming in, though. So I feel like it might not have been in FSQ's best interest to kill WhiteFOX players for a while there, just because now they're all respawning and they're coming in as a wave on this flag right here on Alpha. But it is a very, very difficult flag to assault, just simply because of that 2-story building. Makes it very, very tricky when you have a solid force on there. And right now there is not a full squad, but almost. I don't know where the rest of them are.
I'm not a fan of FSQ having their entire squad sitting on the flag here. They should have people out on the flanks who can take off the WhiteFOX squad once it comes up here. When they're all sitting in here, they all have the same line of sight.
Yeah, I can see that, but right now, I mean, if you the advantage here though is that you're basically preventing WhiteFOX from just flooding the flag. Right, because you have all your boys on flag and they just neutralized. So WhiteFOX needs to have an equal force on flag right now to stop this capture. And that is sort of going to be tricky. Whereas if you... Oh, and Joker now in huge trouble in this vehicle. He is going to die very shortly. Now trying to drive off. Oh, he's going to make it. Nope, no, he's not. There it is.
Bringing up a lot of vehicle support onto Alpha here now.
Yeah, I see that BTR, but that BTR is also in a very precarious position. It's got forces spawning in at the back of it.
But this is one of those cases where vehicle support is good because they can shoot through those
absolutely they can.
walls.
Absolutely they can, but you see this small force approaching it from the rear, though. It's Jesse, Patiku, and Jusu. And they are now actually going for this repair station and everything. I don't know if they're LHCs. I'm just going to check right quick. They're not, I believe. Yeah, no, they're not. So they just found that. I think they're just hunting that FOB. And they could do that. And FSQ now outmanned on the flag. But look at the opening they've made for themselves on Charlie. And with a full squad coming in there. And only 3 defenders. But they keep getting surprised here. Drop Barn is there, already killing one. Valdero is down from Quist, and Quist is not to be messed with. He is a killer.
WhiteFOX closing up on 100 ticket lead here now. 80 tickets right now.
Yep. Which is a pretty solid lead. It's still going to be a long match, but FSQ now on the FOB that WhiteFOX have, and they have quite a few boys on that FOB, and it's definitely going to go down. Well,
yeah,
maybe not.
On the way, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has line of sight, I think.
He has line of sight, and it's just about 1 grenade, but you've got to be quick when 2 guys are digging. Oh, no, they've stopped digging. And there we go, grenade. Very beautiful grenade. And that's exactly what you want to do in that situation. Oh, but Pliskin now pretty badly hurt. But he's got reinforcements coming in. It's Wheelman. Yeah, and it's only Juicer right now. But it's unspawnable at least. Isn't it? No, it's not.
I saw FSQ Squad 1 northwest of Charlie there a moment ago, but they're completely wiped out right now, so that's their
Holy crap,
advantage on
yeah.
Charlie is completely lost.
It is lost. Yeah, so now FSQ, sorry, are back to square one, I guess, where they've been defeated on all their flanks. And if we look at the kill death advantage right now, it's looking more like a 1.5, so which is a lot stronger and a lot more prominent. It is so WhiteFOX basically, since they took down that hab, they've just been increasing their kill death ratio. And yeah, they might have FSQ a little bit demoralized here and feel like they've been because when you constantly feel like you're fighting uphill, Chris, they're taking out a rally point as well, denying even further attacks on the flank of Charlie. And WhiteFOX just seem to be reacting to every threat that FSQ sort of pulls out here. WhiteFOX is there and reacting to it. And I mean, and now, again, FSQ could start hitting Bravo.
Yeah, and I think a WhiteFOX having their forces more spread out has really paid off for them here, because FSQ has always moved as a cohesive squads, and it helps when they are attacking for the initial assault when they get a lot of manpower in there. But then the WhiteFOX has this one guy here and one guy there, and they shoot somebody in the back, and it just goes downhill from there.
Yeah, it slows them down quite a bit. But then again, WhiteFOX has those centralized spawn points where I think they have some kind of central command saying, okay, now everyone spawn. For example, Charlie, because when FSQ have managed to take control of a flag, suddenly there is just a wall of WhiteFOX heading that way and clearing them out. And the fact that WhiteFOX is also trading to their advantage just gives them really a big advantage right now. And Jesse just dying on this rally point means it's going to go down as well. No more northeast flank. So right now, FSQ are running low on flanks, and their fob to the south of it has been found here by Sneakan as well, which is another. There is a rally point close to it, and it is going to be spawned on very soon. I assume they're going to notice that he's there.
Yeah, Alpitol's on the way.
Yes, yeah, but he's got to be quick. That thing is already halfway dead.
And
oh, it's gone. Yeah. And Sneakan might even pay for it with his life. But that's 20 tickets right there. And that's going to put them at 125 ticket or 120 ticket lead, which is pretty good right now. It is not an easy match to sort of gain an advantage on. And losing that FOB is crucial, as well as I believe they've lost at least 2 Humvees, which they add up. It is 24 tickets right there too. And FSQ now once again trying to flank on the north side towards Alpha. And WhiteFOX are more, I mean, they're more centralized. We've got a sort of a small group here who were defending that FOB, who are now moving out. Mahmoud the Camel Thief actually flanking quite well here. So yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a long one. We're already at an hour played, and we're
yeah, I think we might run into the timer limit here, actually.
Yeah.
Unless there's a real breakthrough for someone in the teams.
Yeah, it could happen, because, I mean, I don't know if WhiteFOX's plan is just to sit on these 3 flags, or if they want to strike out, because if they struck out with just a small task force here to either one of Echo or Delta, there's only 1 defender on each. And number 1, they must be bored witless. But number 2, 3 guys versus 1, they could easily take him out and have all their people sort of alive there. And
Slinkari and Kerma, your sacrifice is appreciated.
Yeah, it is absolutely. Poor boys.
But I think if WhiteFOX was able to take out that northwest fob with very little, like with just 2 or 3 people going up there, not using any more than that,
yeah,
I think they should be able to hold the center then there and confine FSQ to the south side of the flag, then they might be able to break them.
Yeah, speak of the devil, Kvist is here looking around, but he is still sort of a little ways off. But if he keeps looking like that, he's going to find it. There is no doubt about it. He just needs to spot one guy. And if he sees one guy in that area, it is very, very easy to determine sort of where he's coming from. But right now, he's just going south. He's going the wrong way. He's not going to see anyone.
That fob has kept FSQ in the game here now. That's what got them out to Alpha and got WhiteFOX to pull back their forces from Charlie. And
yeah, and FSQ once again in control of Alpha now and shooting rockets at Save Energy and Sonny in that BTR. And if they could take him out finally, that would be so good for them right now. They've just wounded him a whole bunch of times. Mamu the Camel Thief, though, is LAT, and he is behind him on the flank. So he's in an excellent position to get 2 shots on this vehicle. And he's now moving in quite well. And this BTR...
And FSQ isn't really using vehicles, so this is one of those.
Yeah, they have used a couple of vehicles. Oh, Pliskin now coming in, and Pliskin is in an... Oh, but he goes down. He's in an excellent position to save this BTR.
But FSQ can make up for their ticket losses with vehicle kills.
Yeah.
WhiteFOX is if they're not too careful with their vehicles.
Yeah, but right now, I don't think they're even going for that vehicle. They must be going for the FOB. They're going to rocket it and try and get it fast. But right now, Kenny T's going to... Oh, but Kenny T goes down. I don't know what they're doing. If they're going for that FOB, they'll be in trouble because WhiteFOX is going to turn around pretty hard. But I guess it's a really, really good distraction while they're capping Alpha. Just giving WhiteFOX 2 locations to go for instead of just 1. But you could have...
Hardcore's on the way. And he's down. So
yeah, there we go.
I know he's there now, so we'll see.
Yeah, but it is Banani Split and Cup of Noodles is coming this way. And right now, Mahmoud the Camel Thief has it down to half health. Grenade comes out. Migas goes down.
This won't go well.
Yeah, it's not going to go well. Not with Cup of Noodles flanking as well as Banani Split. Banani Split goes down, but Cup of Noodles is going to shoot him in the back. Oh, no. Oh, man, that was super close there. But with that FOB getting so much attention and a lot of people going down there, it's looking like Alpha at least is going to be neutralized. But look at Echo now. Look at Echo. That's what I'm talking about. WhiteFOX now finally striking out. And the surprise of that, right? When you've sort of removed defenses from your own point, striking it down to bare bones, and then they strike with just a 3-man group. No, it's a 4-man group. So they were sort of counting on the fact that they could lose one guy and still sort of make this attack. So it's basically just a strike to make FSQ overcommit here. And FSQ trying very hard not to. They're just sending 3 guys right now, 2 alive. Well, I guess a few more are on their way, but they're not investing a huge amount into this.
Yeah, they're gonna be equal in terms of men on the what's flag Echo flag. So I'm not sure if FSQ is gonna be able to break this attack.
Yeah, but I mean, they only need right now. The cap has been stopped, right?
Yeah.
They just need 2 guys on flag, and now only 1, just because there's just not enough people to be more than 3 more. So actually, this minimal force here, I think, handles pretty well. Now Russians have struck out on FSQ on Alpha. Yeah. Well, yeah, the medic is alive, but just the fact that these forces are going to keep rolling in, you know, not giving the medic.
On the roof there now. So that's
yeah. And that is only Screech now left alive. So with a minimal defensive force, FSQ have resolved this flag, and they're probably capping it back right now. Screech actually heading up to the roof. And that's going to get Kerma a little bit by surprise here. Yep, and a lot by surprise. But Screech is not the medic, he is the LAT, and that is the perfect class to be right now as this Humvee rolls up on the side. And he fires a shot and misses. Very, very close. And Joker needs time to change his pants now. And that is a hit, but that is the last rocket Screech has. So, however, Joker does not know.
Mortars.
Yeah, mortars coming in. And that is, I don't know how, like, they know where the hab is most likely, so they could probably just mortar the hab. Let's quickly have a look and see where these mortars drop. If they mortar the hab, like... Yep, they're mortaring the hab. That is exactly what they're doing. That is a clever, clever idea. Because you'd think mortars weren't very effective on this map, but if you know where a hab is, mortars are super effective. And looking at this now, we do have actually BIJ killing Gazelle and Makos on the northern flank here, close to the FOB in the northwest. And I think...
There's a substantial push out towards the northwest FSQ fob now.
Yeah. I see them just pushing that way. Russian forces captured Alpha. U.S. Army defended Echo. So we're back on status quo, sort of, except for the fact that that hab is getting bombed. Now, it's not terrible. Because... Number one, they don't have anyone spotting for them right now. So they're not actually hitting the hab. They're actually slightly short. If they had someone to spot for them, they could know better. And not only that, but
it's pretty close now.
It is pretty close, but it is just south of being very effective. Oh, but they...
Banana Smith goes down.
Yeah, he does. And now they're closing in well. But I mean... Oh, there we go. Direct hit.
FSQ's blunting the WhiteFOX push up towards the fob.
Yeah. And this is the only... And now the hab is unspawnable. No, it was unspawnable. I guess they have hardcore in there digging. But just the fact that they need to have a man in there digging means that this is being bombed so hard that spawning on it is going to be a challenge. And this is the only centralized spawn point that WhiteFOX have. And now with Mahmoud the Camel Thief once again on this FOB. And this FOB is already halfway dug down. Dropan and a few more guys heading that way. But mortars are going to keep coming in here.
BTR is going to come up and they're going to jump out and try to clear it.
Yeah, but he's dying. He's already dead. It's just a matter of seconds right now. There we go. But he pulled people out from that hab. Now that hab isn't being dug anymore. But why did the mortars stop? That's because Sneak
and... If those mortars had continued, they would probably not have been able to push out up there.
Yeah, but it is not only that, but there's been an attack on the mortar positions. So the hab is now being camped. Sneakan has seen the FOB. And it has been marked for WhiteFOX. It's slightly south of the marker, but still they have found it. And they're just super duper effective at finding those FOBs and those habs right now and just striking out towards them. And taking out this FOB is going to open up Echo ever so slightly, or at the very least it's going to open up, what is that, Delta on the other side, which is a bit of more of a walk for FSQ. And FSQ now...
Yeah, and WhiteFOX is on the hab down south there now.
Yeah. They're on the hab, and they have sort of a lock on the fob. And they're just killing all the reinforcements coming in. Massa and Steibel going down to Russian name there. God, no. I'm not even going to try. It is a... Backwards are a Sigma and DOK. With and it's also trademarked, just in case someone wants to steal that beautiful name. So there we go. FSQ now.
Redoc.
Redoc. Yeah, it could be Redoc, obviously, but it is like backwards R.
I'm just gonna say Redoc.
Oh yeah. Go for it. I usually like when people go artistic like that, and they like if you write your name with Cyrillic letters, I'm just gonna call you Russian guy, and you're just gonna have to live with that. So now FSQ once again on Alpha in force, and WhiteFOX are way out of position. However, they're going to have quite a bit of time before sort of FSQ can neutralize this. And
But
FSQ...
we have 3 guys from FSQ pushing up towards WhiteFOX hab here now. They're close to it.
They absolutely are close. They do
So
have
they might be trying to
marksman
take
on
that
the
out while
south.
they're
Yeah,
pushing up north.
marksman and K. But yeah, if they can push in there, obviously that's going to put a big dampener, because, I mean, WhiteFOX have a whole bunch of guys dead right now just because of that thing they're doing on the south side there near the hab. And yeah, they've got people in circulation right now. And I see save energy not in a vehicle. Wow, but look at this. Those GLs, man, just crushing FSQ on Alpha. FSQ are no more there, but they are on the hab. They've got Jusu outside it, Jesse digging it on the outside, and Putiku on the inside covering.
WhiteFOX is too close south.
Yeah, save energy goes down. Sunny goes down. And they've got Kenny T and Cup of Noodles, as well as Marksman on the south side. Jusu looking like he could get shot here. The hab is, yeah, it is halfway down. It is unspawnable right now. And that means that everyone's going to push in. Kenny T goes down, but Jusu goes down as well. But here comes Colk Migas, Jude Muppet, as well as Juice. Pushing in from the side, preparing to help this. And, like, the longer they can hold this from being spawnable, the more they can blunt WhiteFOX's efforts right now. And just dull their attacks and give themselves time to push back. Let's see. The FOB on the south side has been removed. The marker for WhiteFOX is still there, though. So I believe FSQ have just removed that themselves. But that means that FSQ are also on 1 FOB right now. But wow, WhiteFOX pulling basically all... Oh, wow. And look at all these grenades that are landing near this hab right now. My goodness, that is an H-bomb. And only Colk alive. Well, never mind. Spoke too soon. Colk is dead as well. So this hab is just sticks in the ground. But with, what is this? 5... WhiteFOX members coming in, that's a lot of shovels, and that's going to go up right quick, but it is going to give FSQ a little bit of time, and that is exactly what they need.
And we see those grenades again from WhiteFOX that they've just been using so effectively this entire game.
And it's like you don't even have to kill when you're doing grenades on that kind of scale. You don't have to kill people. You just have to, if you injure someone, that's beautiful as well, because he will be either wanting to bandaging, or like bleeding to death. It's one of those 3, and either way, he's not playing his A game at that point. So it's sort of it's not only a weapon of death, it's sort of a weapon of distraction, and not to mention, like, I love using standard grenades as sort of a quick smoke grenade. So if you throw it and then it explodes, you have a 2-3 second window where it is actually obstructing someone's view if you just breach right after it, which works very nicely. You sort of, it's like a breach and clear device.
Now I see FSQ has a squad with the logistics truck on the far east side here. I think they're going to get a fob up close to Bravo and try to take that.
Yeah, but
I don't think they're going to have any progress on Charlie and Alpha because they have like 3 of their squads all spread out and moving in by themselves. I don't think they're going to be able to push anything there.
No, but right now, I feel like the thing that's putting WhiteFOX ahead right now, not only is it their kill-death ratio, which is now... still at a 1.5 level, so they haven't increased it any further, but the central FOB, man, they've been able to, basically, they've held 3 flags, and this FOB has allowed them to do just that. It is basically midpoint between all 3 flags, and, well, except for maybe Bravo, which is, I mean, it's the furthest away, but it's not too bad of a run. But still, like, it's definitely what's keeping them up right now, and the way they're defending it sort of tells that fact as well, because they sacrifice everything to get that FOB and HAB and stuff like that, get that up. And right now, FSQ, like, if they want to win this, they need to take that down. If that goes, the position collapses for WhiteFOX.
Yeah, and that position, fob position there is pretty standard on this Conquest map because it is so powerful. You just have downhill all the way from the south there.
Yeah. You're basically you're defending it from the top of the hill as well. Yeah. That's not too bad. We are approaching 1 hour 20 minutes played. 162 to 327 tickets in favor of WhiteFOX, the Russian side here. And I mean, it's not going to be... Yeah, FSQ are doing pretty well.
They managed to do some good push on the fob there, hab there again, but they didn't have enough people. They traded pretty well, but didn't have enough people to hold.
Yeah, there is a new push coming in, though. K taking fire already. Marksman is down. Jaxo pushing, or actually just respawning there. Mahmoud the Camel Thief on the north side could go for that FOB again, distract them to allow his own people to push in.
And now it's push on Bravo by FSQ. They got 6 people against 1, so...
Yeah, so right now we're more on this thing I talked about earlier, where you just attack everything at once and see what WhiteFOX care about and see them lose everything else, basically. Because in this kind of situation, like right now, WhiteFOX has no idea how many people are on Bravo, and it's hard for them to gauge how many people are approaching the Hab and Charlie. And as well as WhiteFOX have a lot of people completely out of position pushing this FOB on the northwest side. So it's... I mean, and they've also got people on main. Mahmoud the Camel Thief now going for the FOB. Where will you go? I do see them now spawning in for Bravo. A few people. And then the guys around that. Yeah, so right now I feel like FSQ are onto something really, really good here. They're attacking 3 points at the same time with WhiteFOX out of position.
Yeah, and in Bravo as well, they have a squad coming in, or 3 guys coming up from south as well to flank any incoming.
Yeah. Just sit in blue house there. Yeah, that could be really good because you can hold that field there and hold those spawn points pretty well from the second floor of that blue house.
WhiteFOX pushed with 5 people. 1 person is now still alive.
Yeah,
and he's gonna go down soon, so that was pretty effective.
That was pretty damn effective. And right now, FSQ are also on the Hab area. But they're not really... Like, it's only Jude Muppet left there. Marksman killing on the flank there pretty well. In a decent position. And Sneak out now spawning in. I believe that Hab will be solid now. And now they're coming in with that BTR again on the FOB, trying to kill Mahmoud here, but they just don't have the gun depression. And now they're just jumping out and shooting him twice. But, and so now they're spawning on the Hab and stuff, but they're just just the fact that they have to spawn on this Hab means they're out of position for Bravo. And they're not attacking anything, but they are on the Hab in the northeast. But a flag for a Hab, I feel like it's good. It's 20 tickets for, what is it, 35 to capture a flag? I don't know if that's different for Conquest, but it's still pretty solid.
They're taking down the fob up in northwest now.
Yeah.
Now I see WhiteFOX has really gotten pretty hemmed in the center of the map now. They have people pushing out from the main. They've started spawning at main now instead of the Hab, so they can actually flank and stuff. So they have 4 or 5 people maybe pushing towards Bravo.
Yeah, but they're still trying to spawn in this field here. Holy shit. That was... Okay, I'm just gonna... Since I caught that, that was an amazing rocket. Someone should have shot a rocket from the top of the hill here. I believe it was... Could have been Wheelman? No. I don't know who it was, but they shot a rocket from the top of this hill here into Blue House, into a window in Blue House, which is just crazy through all these trees. You can hardly see the damn windows. Yeah, so now we do see WhiteFOX coming in from the north with a small force, and then they also have that BTR there, but it's taking fire now. Yeah, and it's just bailing out immediately, which is absolutely the right thing to do. But it does strengthen FSQ's position, and it is a neutral flag. Hardcore goes down. Oh, second rocket. And Mahmoud the Camel Thief is the LAT, and he is in an excellent position to take it out. Oh, there we go. And that's going to reduce the ticket. Ooh, wow, but the fob goes down, so that's going to bring it right back up. 89 to 255. But with this flag capture, that's going to bring FSQ back up to almost 100 tickets, and it's going to bring... So it's going to close it down to about 110, 20 tickets. When FSQ capture this flag. But I don't think WhiteFOX are in any kind of position to deny this right now. I think they're too few and too far away. Yeah, there we go.
I don't think FSQ is going to be able to hold Bravo, but they're for a
yeah,
long time.
and they do not. Okay, so there is a difference on Conquest mode, which I did not know.
You don't lose tickets.
You don't lose or gain tickets. Yeah. Which is pretty solid. But right now, I guess WhiteFOX are bleeding tickets. Ooh, but look at this. Rollis, Mahmoud the Camel Thief, and Kerma are approaching this FOB, and just no WhiteFOX anywhere near.
Yeah, and if they all just start shoveling, they're going to take that down quick.
Yeah.
I think if they had those 3 people earlier in the game, they would have all shoveled. They could have taken it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
It takes like 10-15 seconds max to take it out with 3 people.
Yeah, and they are now both shoveling, and this thing is definitely going to go down, and that's going to put... oh, it went down. Yeah, so now it's down, and that's going to put WhiteFOX on the back foot. Alpha being captured now, as well as Charlie's definitely going to be captured soon-ish. Only Kenny T, Sneakan, Pliskin, and Marksman, well, Ajaxo and Kvist are there as well, so a very solid force, I guess. But
now
I mean,
they're they have a 140 ticket lead here now, which is down from 170, 180 earlier in the game.
Yeah, and with FSQ also on Alpha, basically most of the force, actually some of the forces spawning in are going to attack Alpha, but they're also on Bravo, spawning in on rally points here. WhiteFOX coming in from the north, but FSQ are defending that right now. And I don't think WhiteFOX are going to make a dent on Bravo, and then with Alpha under attack as well. But now a huge force is coming in.
Yeah, and a good grenadier hit on that Jude map.
Yeah. And then K in the MTLB there. So Alpha is going to be denied, but Charlie, what about Charlie? No, Charlie's going to be denied too. But they are holding Bravo, and as far as FSQ is concerned, they are not bleeding tickets. So it's going pretty decently for them. And yeah, we're at almost 1.5 hours played now. This is turning out to be a really long round. Russian ground forces neutralized Alpha. Yeah, so they're taking Alpha back now. And Charlie is now they've now broken through on Charlie, and they're going to attack Charlie, but now a new FOB in the exact same location is coming up from FSQ. It's been, WhiteFOX. It's been supplied. It's not the exact same location. It is slightly further down the hill, but pretty much the same place. I guess this has been...
I'd just like to point out that Inkar is still sitting on that Delta flag on his own.
Oh, yeah. Inkari still there, still guarding, yeah.
Now that FSQ doesn't have that northwest fob, and they don't have any spawns next to Alpha, I think WhiteFOX is just going to be able to move their manpower over to Bravo and take that back once they get that hub up.
That could be true, as well as Fast Nov has found the FOB on, and they are building it back up. Okay, so that the FOB on Bravo has now been found by WhiteFOX.
Yeah, marked pretty accurately as well.
Yeah. It should be marked exactly. It is. So, but FSQ now on Charlie. So now WhiteFOX are looking like they need to go Charlie. And yeah, I don't know. I think they're gonna have a tough fight if they want to try and equalize this, they're going to have a really, really tough fight ahead of them, WhiteFOX, and I think they're going to lose a lot of their ticket advantage in the process, because right now they're on 117 tickets in their advantage. So they've lost a ton just in the last few minutes. And if FSQ managed to take down that FOB again, they could... I see them turning this around, to be honest. But right now they just have no... They've got no FOBs on the flank and no way to sort of get there.
And now we have a sneaker here on the flank on Charlie while the rest of the squad pushes in from the north.
Yeah.
But he goes down.
Yeah, he goes down. But man, he could have done some
far
damage
ahead,
right
maybe?
there. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, he would have gone... It might have been the timing where if his guys had been able to distract these guys enough so that he would be undetected on that flank. I don't know. But
it looks like WhiteFOX is pushing down towards Delta now. They have a logistics with 3 guys. They're going to set up a fob and hab and push that flag as well. It's just Inkari there.
So yeah. So
he's
definitely doomed. But then again, it's like because they are actually under assault on Charlie here as well. Like, they need to... obviously, they need to capture that flag, which I agree. They need to capture Delta. But they need to capture Delta without losing Charlie. Or without, you know... It's sort of a careful balance for them.
Yeah, but they're holding pretty well on Charlie right now. They're managing to kill off enough FSQ so they can't cap. So it's stable for now.
Yeah, and right now we're closing in on 100 ticket difference. But there is just no FSQ spawn point anywhere near Delta, which means that it's definitely going to be capped, and it's going to take them a while to get there as well. I don't think FSQ have any vehicles in... Oh, they do have vehicles in main, so they could actually get there quite easily if they spawn main. They've got all their Humvees and shit there. Inkari does spot them, though. Let's give him the glory he deserves right now. Konar is... Oh, and he's on the roof there. Inkari now does actually destroy this assault. It was just 2 guys. And he takes out both of them, buying FSQ a lot of time and giving them good warning. And I would not be surprised if Inkari gets some support now. A couple guys spawning main and just heading out there.
Yeah, it's stable running down there, but you also got Banana Split drop Banana Yaxo from WhiteFOX moving down to attack Delta.
Yeah, I see them coming in. But that's a beautiful position there by Inkari. And this is going to allow... And look at FSQ now on Bravo. They're just squeezing out, and they're flanking on the north side. And if they continue that, they're going to be right on that FOB. And K in that MTLB nearly dead. Now managing to get back to main, but he somehow managed to survive almost 2 hits, I guess.
Yeah,
because he's in the red.
Yeah, he's pretty badly damaged, but he's safe now at least. Now FSQ's down to only 24 tickets, so and there's no way of gaining tickets back here, so
no,
it's
but
gonna be hard for them to make any substantial difference there now.
Well, I mean, but they have made a substantial difference already, because now the ticket difference is sub 100 tickets, right? We're looking at now a, what is this? This is 90, it's 87 ticket difference, which is half of what it was 15, 20 minutes ago. And also with FSQ now pushing across here towards this FOB area again, if they discover this FOB again, then they have at least something they can do with their last remaining 19 tickets. However, I don't think it's even going to be 19, because I see like 7 or 8 guys dead right here, and I doubt they're going to get revived. So they've got maybe 5 tickets left right now.
But still, I think Inkari actually managing to hold off 5 guys on Delta here.
Yeah, Inkari though now getting flanked, and I doubt he's looking that way. There he goes, yeah. Just gets headshotted there by Banani Split. And that's that flag going to go, but I don't think they're going to be able to capture it. They might be able to neutralize it before FSQ sort of are out of tickets. But I don't think, yeah, we're down to 9, 6, 6 to 98. So right now, in these last few seconds, I guess this is sort of the reason why WhiteFOX now has gained a little bit more ticket advantage. It's just the loss of pressure, where FSQ are now holding all their spawns, and that lack of pressure is just giving WhiteFOX the superior numbers to just squeeze through anything that FSQ has left. But it's still a sub 100 ticket win. It's now 90, so we're pretty close. And here we go, FSQ coming in with a Humvee now, just the last little hurrah. And there we go, 0. So it is an 87 ticket win, so pretty exactly a 1-to-1 trade there in the last few seconds. And really nice game, actually.
Yeah, and while WhiteFOX did have a 40 more kills than FSQ, it was pretty stable for the majority of the game, and it was just that one time when they had that fob attack that really pushed them up there.
Yeah. And this sort of, if you do the math on this just really quickly, it's like a 1.1, 1.2 kill death advantage, and that's pretty, like, that's next to nothing, basically, especially over such a long round. It doesn't really matter in the end. So yeah, that's round 1 for Tactical Tuesday. I've been Gek. I've been joined by Tartantyco, and yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for round 2.